What's up, y'all? We got something special for you today, baby. We're doing Cooking with Mama. This is my mama right here. So we got something special for y'all. We're gonna be doing something that she's made for me when I was little. Potato soup. It's gonna be bomb. It's got a little mama twist on it, so stay tuned. All right, y'all. So as you can see, it's potato soup for a reason, baby. So, Mom, if you want to go ahead and explain what you're doing.
Cutting potatoes.
How thick are we cutting these potatoes?
However thick you want them. I like doing small dices.
All right, y'all.
Bite size.
So what you're gonna do is, you look in the strainer right here. We got about 8 potatoes, 9 potatoes. I don't know, but we're gonna be cooking for a lot tonight, y'all. So get as many as you need and cut it as thick as you want. We're gonna get these all chopped up, y'all, and we'll show you what's next. All right, y'all, so we're getting these potatoes chopped, but I want to tell y'all about the significance about this. I remember being little, my mom would be in the kitchen, I'd be cooking with a little apron. She'd have that towel on just like she does on her shoulder. All this nostalgia, baby, is coming back to me. I hate that word. It sounds like a nose disease, but it really ain't. It's just memories, so. But this is really special to me, y'all. Make it, enjoy it. Cold summer days, cold winter days. Did I just say cold summer days? I did.
Notice how I'm holding the knife. I learned from Anne Burrell. Not like this, like this.
Don't cut yourself, y'all. Don't cut yourself. You cut yourself, you wreck yourself. Remember that. She said Anne Burrell, that's on the Food Network.
Yep. Worst cooks in America. I always wanted to be on that show.
Now you on Silly Dilly, baby, so.
That's better.
Made your wish come true. Aha.
I don't make bacon like everybody else does. I don't buy the expensive bacon like he does. I buy what's on sale. So this is some good cheap bacon. And I put it in my George Foreman grill.
God bless you, George Foreman.
It keeps down the grease and it cooks it just perfectly. Just lay it on there. Dylan, will you plug it in for me, please?
Oh, that's a good idea. Plug in your grill, baby, or you're gonna have raw bacon. And no one wants raw bacon in their potato soup.
Gets it nice and crisp. Let it do its thing, and then we'll check on it in a little bit.
All right, so we're just gonna let this cook up. We're gonna have some nice crispy bacon for our garnish, so let's get it. All right, y'all, so this is probably the longest part, is the potatoes. So they're nice and chopped up, y'all, nice and diced, but it takes a while for all these potatoes to boil up, so make sure you give them a nice, probably about 30 minutes in the hot water, depending on your altitude.
They will cook a little bit more when we put it in the milk sauce.
Oh yeah, when we put it in that nice, rich, thick sauce, baby, with 2 C's. I said, next scene, here we go. Go ahead, mother.
All right, to see how the potatoes are done, pull one out, put it down, and it should be a little tough, but it should.
Just go right through the fork, just like that, y'all.
Right through the fork like that, and then give it to Dylan to eat.
Yes.
Here you go, baby.
Thank you, mother. So now what we're gonna do, y'all, we're gonna start our roux. Best part is the sauce. Lots of sauce in this. Bacon almost done. Check it out. Make sure you're flipping. You can do it in a pan if you don't have a Mr. George Foreman sitting in your kitchen.
I do this because I don't like grease spattering everywhere, so it's perfect.
Fast. So, let's get it.
Dylan, can you give me the flour, please?
Why, Mom? You can't get it?
You're so funny. So he does all those fancy dancy cuts, right? I cut it down the middle. And Mother Nature has done her job for me. So you turn it on its side, cut it that way, nice and thin, because we're gonna cook these down, we want them really tiny. So while I'm slicing this, take it half. See how these nice little rings are right there? Mother Nature already did all the cutting for me. All I have to do is do this. See how nice and thin they are?
Y'all, this is why she's mother.
Look at how perfect those are.
She's smart, y'all. She's smart.
Little teeny tiny, see, little tiny cubes. And I didn't even have to do much of it.
All right, Mom. You're better.
I'm not better. All right, I have a whole stick of butter in here, and we're melting it. Put the finely diced onions and the garlic in there all at the same time. We'll mix them all up in there on a medium-high heat, just to get them a little translucent, little tender, before we put the flour in for the glue. All right, so we have a whole stick of butter in there. So we do a 1-to-1 ratio. A whole stick of butter is a half a cup. So we'll put a half a cup of flour in there. And then we have the handy dandy Foley fork. I've used this my whole life. Grew up in Minnesota using this.
Get you a full fork, y'all.
Foley.
Foley fork. Fully, all right? Not a halfie. Fully.
No, Foley. You want to cook that flour down so that it doesn't taste like flour. You just need it to be the binder. Okay. And at this time we can add salt and pepper. Dylan?
This is in my kitchen. All right, salt. To taste, y'all. You like a lot of salt? I like a lot of pepper, so tell me when, Mother, though. This is your soup, not mine.
Okay. All right, looks good. Okay, so now the trick to this, slowly add the milk or cream or both, which I'm going to use both today. So, and the trick to this is not to let the milk come to a boil, because if the milk comes to a boil, it'll separate and curdle. When you feel like it's getting thick, add some more milk. Don't get it lumpy. Get those lumps out. Okay, it's getting thick. I'm going to add some more milk. And this is going to be about a half a gallon of milk. I'm going to pour the rest in there, and it will continue on getting thicker.
All right, y'all. So next steps coming soon. We'll explain it to y'all. We're just going to keep stirring now.
All right, so it's getting a little thicker, but it's not quite thick enough. So what you can do is, here in my handy dandy cup, I put a little bit of flour and cold water, and you mix it together till all the lumps are gone. Okay? And usually you want it to be at a boil, but we do not want to boil the milk because, like I said, it'll separate. So it's nice and hot, and it'll thicken up. So you pour it in. And this is what you do to thicken up gravies too. You can do this to like meat grease and broth. And you can see how it's starting to get thicker. You can see it and you can feel it. So this is at the right consistency for me right now. We may have to thicken it up a little bit more, but as it cooks, it'll continue on getting thicker. So, Dylan, keep stirring.
Yes.
Now, we are going to add the Velveeta cheese. And this is my secret part of my cheesy potato soup. And just put little chunks in there. It's soft, it's not out of the refrigerator, it's out of the pantry. That works better that way when you have it soft. And this is about about 6 ounces. You can do 6 to 8 ounces. I'm just gonna do 6 ounces so it's not so cheesy. Continue on stirring, and this will also help the
thickness.
The thickness, yeah.
I'll stir this up now.
Keep stirring.
And we gonna eat soon. We eating soon.
All right, this is about 2 cups of diced ham. Just any ham will do. Add it in there. Just to heat it up a little bit. Well, there's the oven. It's ready for the Panera bread. Okay, that's it.
Check that out, y'all. Doesn't that look fantastic? And the potato's not even in there. I'll eat this right now.
So, and another thing you could do with this, how I put ham in there, instead of putting ham in there, you could put bacon and clams and make it clam chowder without the cheese. There's many different ways you can do it.
Or both of them. All of them.
All right, so what we need to do now after the ham has been put in, we need to do a test on the salt content, because sometimes the ham will add extra salt and it'll get too salty. It needs some salt.
Salt it is. Where is it?
Okay.
All right, mix. All right, so now we taste. Tastes like I'm 3 years old again, baby.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we could be real bougie and make this bread, but we don't got time for that. I want some potato soup. So go to Panera Bread or your local bakery, get you a bread ball. Turn your oven to 350. And we're just gonna let those get nice and warm. So probably be in there for about 5 minutes. We're gonna cut those open, hollow them out. And it's time to eat, y'all. It's time to eat. All right, so you can be nice and fancy with your bread bowl. It's the best way to do it. Love my mama. What do you gotta say, mother?
I'm not so fancy. I use my Let's Monkey Around bowl that I've been using for a long time.
It's a picture of me, y'all.
I got it for Valentine's Day from the kids one year, and that's what I eat my potato soup out of. That's way too many carbs for me.
Carbs are okay, baby, especially when it's from mama. We just put some cheddar cheese on top. Cheers. Nice and crispy. Carbs or no carbs, it's bomb. Stay tuned now for more Cooking with Mama. If you guys like that, let me know.